Good afternoon, it's Jonathan. We're doing Don't Get Me Started today, and this question really is, should we forget sending Christmas cards and use the amount we fork out on something else instead, as so many people say there isn't enough money sloshing around? Have you stopped sending cards and given money to charity? Do you only send because you feel you have to? Or is it a tradition that you think we need to keep strong as it is? Your views welcome. Start a text with the word Wiltshire, send to 81333, or tweet us. We're at BBC Wiltshire. Let's get the thoughts of the Greeting Card Association now. Its Chief Executive Officer is Sharon Little, who joins me now. Hello, Sharon.
Hello there.
Now, just tell us, who do you represent there, then?
Pretty much the whole greeting card industry, actually, ranging from the greeting card publishers, which can be the big publishers, and a lot of very small creative businesses, new businesses coming in all the time, retailers, specialist suppliers, artists, writers, all of these kinds of people.
OK. Now, we had some figures earlier that... we bought around 900 million cards in the form of boxes and packs worth around 200 million. Single card sales, 1.15 billion. That's 880 million. I bought some the other day that were about £3 to £4. If you want to get those big ones in cardboard boxes with big, sort of like their headboards almost, with all the padding on the front, they can cost you £5 to £10, I should think. So there's quite a lot of money sloshing around for these. But not so many people are sending cards. Why are the figures so big, do you think?
I don't agree that not so many people are sending cards. We've got this amazing industry in this country. It's worth £1.7 billion, and we're going to send over 1 billion cards this Christmas. It's actually pretty healthy, I think. OK. So how much does guilt play, though, in sending cards, do you think? I think people tend to send cards because they want to show that they care about someone. It is a really personal form of communication, and it's got something to do with the handwriting as well, because we don't really send that many letters anymore, although there is a resurgence in social stationery as well. But if you really want to show you care, you actually handwrite a message inside a card, and it really does mean something to people. It's actually been shown scientifically. There was an experiment where mums were wired up, and the emotional response in the brain was measured, and they received the same message in a card as opposed to a text or an email, and the card produced this really amazing response in the brain.
Is that just because of the effort that went into it, though?
It's because people take time and effort when they send a card. It shows that they're prepared to spend that time thinking about that person.
It's interesting what you said about the handwriting as well.
Yes, the handwriting. Handwriting is really evocative, isn't it? We know our parents' handwriting, and it changes throughout our lifetime.
Mine's got worse. It's terrible now.
Well, it gets worse. It gets worse as you get older, or without practice.
Yeah.
But parents
get cramp.
also, they have seen their children's handwriting develop through childhood and into adulthood, and that handwriting really means something. It's completely unique to every individual.
And of course, it's a very competitive market these days, and you've got I'm trying to think of the word. I'm just going to say your moon pigs, because you know what I mean. Design your own type of cards. Yeah. So people have sort of thought creatively about new ways of getting other people on board with this market, haven't they?
Absolutely, and that's engaged a whole other section of society who are generally more reluctant to send cards, and that's men.
No.
Men, yeah?
Sorry.
No. You sound completely disbelieving, man.
I should be trying to stick up for men here, but I've got no defence.
I mean, I don't know. We used to have this rule of thumb in the industry that 85% of all cards are sent by women, but I don't think that's true anymore. I think more men are becoming engaged in sending cards. Maybe that's because they're becoming more in touch with their feminine side. You never know.
You never know. What about electric cards, e-cards? How do you feel about receiving those?
I think they're the spawn of the devil.
Don't sit on the fence, will you? Funny enough, I thought you might say that. Is that just because of your role, or do you actually feel that as a person as well?
Maybe it's that nobody actually dares send me one, but actually they haven't really taken off in the UK in the way that we kind of feared that they might in the early days. I know that there are some sort of fun ones which go around at Christmas time. I remember the elves and that kind of thing. Good fun. But, I mean, with an e-card, again, you can't put it on your mantelpiece, which is what so many people love doing with their cards. In fact, I don't know anybody who would just put a card in the bin in the same way as they would an email when they're deleting their emails. People receive cards and they love to display them in their homes. And when you display your cards in your home, it means that each of those cards represents the person who sent them.
I would love to know if somebody does. If you are out there and you do throw a card straight in the bin, I want to know. Start your message. Start your message with the word Wiltshire. Then probably put the word Scrooge at the end of it. Send to 81333 or call 03459 513366. Honestly, if you do that, then do let us know. That's terrible. Every time we talk to people about sort of events, fun runs or whatever else, and you say, when do you start organising it? They'll say, we'll start tomorrow, just after the last run's been done. Is that seriously how the greeting card world works? They start planning next year in January?
Oh gosh, Christmas cards have already been designed for next year.
Wow, that's scary, isn't it?
I know. Yes, we work about a year ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't even work on the year I'm in. A year ahead. That's very impressive. Okay, so clearly you're for it. We wouldn't expect anything else, but it was a very interesting argument, and I did like your passion on some of those parts of the discussion as well. Sharon, thanks for joining us today. That's brilliant.
Thanks, Jonathan.
Oh, and happy Christmas, by the way. I haven't sent you a card, sorry. All these people haven't sent cards, so I'm so hopeless with that, I know.